All right. Welcome to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. For Sunday, we're going to recap Saturday, Sunday, April 13th. Getting close to tax day, all. You better make sure you've been being good, or you're going to owe Uncle Sam lots of money. But instead of talking about all that, why don't you just hit like and subscribe? That's really all that matters. Come on. Hello. We got Brother Scott. We got Brother Brian. They're the best in the business. I'm just the pretty face. Okay? Just saying. Don't hate. Don't hate. Okay? It's like Brad Pitt and F1 coming up, man. Just the pretty face out there, okay? There's something behind it. You probably don't hear it on the podcast with them. They're the ones giving all the good, smart stuff, but, you know. So, today was the Masters, third round. They call it moving day, and boy, was it moving day for Rory McIlroy. You know, I thought he choked it out on the end of the first round. You know, the last 3.5 holes were just a disaster. But boy, he put his foot back down. And another 6 under. Phenomenal. He's 12 under. He's leading going into the final round. Bryson DeChambeau, the live trash that I hate. I hate all the live trash. Let's get that straight. I am rooting against them. I'm rooting they miss every 10-inch putt. That's how much I hate them. He's 2 back. And, you know, they're all talking about, you know, because on CBS, they all got to talk about how great everybody is and how everybody gets along and sings Kumbaya. Bryson's happy because he finally has a crowd. If you ever watch these live golf tournaments, man, other than the gardeners and the custodians and the guys who move the outhouses around, there ain't nobody on the course. They don't even know what a crowd is. They get 4 chances a year to see a crowd. Welcome to the majors. Yeah, right? Corey Connors playing brilliantly. I took Lowry against him in a heads-up matchup. Boy, I'm in trouble now. Corey Connors is 8 under, playing really well. Oberg came around 6 under. Lowry and Scheffler 5 under. Honestly, I'm going to say it's a 3-horse race. I'd like to see Oberg have a chance, but even if let's give the devil his due, right? Let's say Rory blows up, okay? 1 over 73, maybe a 74. I don't buy that. This guy ain't Greg Norman, okay? Man, yeah, okay, Shambo, Connors, they're there, but this guy's at 6 and 5. You got to shoot a 66. Man, that's a tall order on a Sunday. Those greens are going to be fast. I'm telling you right now, they're drying those son of a guns out. Right now. Right now. I just said it. Did you hear me? That's why you got to like and subscribe so you can get this good content. All right. Let's talk about NCAA football. I'm kind of giggling at this. I saw Paul Feinbaum, who's like the guru of college football, jumping up and down like it's Rumpelstiltskin. Tennessee called the bluff of their quarterback, Nico Amalvade. And I know I butchered that name, Amalvade. And he had a deal for $2.5 million for this year. He wanted $4 million. He took them to the playoffs last year. And they called his bluff and said, go ahead and leave. All right. You know, this is one of those stories where everybody's like, yeah, Tennessee, yeah, you showed him. Until Tennessee goes 5 and 7. And then everybody's like, oh, it's time to fire the coach and the GM. You know? You know, it's funny when the coaches hijack them, and I'm not just talking the head coach. Like assistant coaches all the time put the knife to their throat and go, you know, Alabama's offering me $1 million more. Oh, okay. Well, just stuff that in your pocket. That happens all the time. Wow. The first guy in college football history who says, I want a raise because I had a great year. Oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, okay. All right. I got a funny feeling we're going to see him. I'm a UCLA fan. They say he's going to UCLA. I ain't buying that BS. I think that guy's going to USC. I think Lincoln Riley is really going to turn this guy into something. He's from Long Beach. He wants to come back to the West Coast. I don't blame him. Good luck. Good luck, Tennessee, in the SEC without a quarterback. Because come October, nobody's going to give a rat's ass about that $1.5 million the kid wanted. You made a terrible, terrible mistake. Okay, big principle. You don't have a principle when it comes to the coach, the assistant coaches. Hell, probably the mascot negotiates a raise every year. All right, let's get to the association. Sunday, final game of the regular season. Now we got the playoffs. Here it is, 81 down, 1 to go. Let's talk about the West, the glamour side of the bracket. OKC, Houston, and Lakers are your top three. They're locked in. Denver is going to be the fourth if they can win at Houston. Houston has nothing to play for. I'd imagine it's not going to be that hard. The interesting game is the LA Clippers. If they win at Golden State, they lock in the 5 seed. And that 5 seed looks pretty good because Denver looks weak, right? But if Golden State wins, they get a top 6. So both of them are playing for something. We finally have a game that's worthy of being played, right? Seems like Minnesota, is going to be the number 6 seed. They're at Utah. They just got to win to get the 6 seed. The East is all locked up. I'm not going to go through 8, 9, 10 because honestly, I could really that's the West trash. That's the Bureaucratic side of it. I don't really care about Sacramento. I don't care about Memphis. I don't care nothing about that. Okay? When they could stand up like hockey does, where an 8 seed legitimately has a chance of beating a 1 seed, none of this trash has a chance of beating OKC. I'm not even going to waste my time with it. Might as well be in the draft lottery for all I care. Oh, Dallas. Oh, big scare. Yeah. Let's go over to the east side of the bracket. They did it right. Everybody's locked in. We don't even care about the last game of the year, right? No suspense. We don't have to keep every game at the same time. We got Cleveland, Boston, 1 and 2. New York, Indiana, 3-4. Milwaukee, Detroit, 5-6. Detroit is going to play New York Knicks, and I'm telling you, that is a dangerous series for the Knicks. Detroit is playing some good ball. The play-in is 7-8, 9-10. It's Orlando, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami. Good luck and Godspeed. To me, the most dangerous team out of there is obviously Orlando, but we shall see. We shall see. All right. Let's go to the MLB. Let's see what we got there. Saturday slate. Tigers beat the Twins 4-0. Twins are 1-4 at home. I mean, hello? Isn't there supposed to be home field advantage or 4-11? Some of these teams, I mean, I don't think the Twins, we had lofty expectations, but I think we kind of expected 500. You know, you're 7 games under 500 already, with not even 10% of the season done. Uh-oh. Phillies beat the Cardinals 4-1. Phillies are 9-5. We call that the Dolly Parton record. See how witty I was? 9-5. How come you're not laughing? If you're not laughing, hit like and subscribe. Yankees bounce back against the Giants, won 8-4. Giants are still 10-4, 6-2 away. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 5-4. Orioles I really can't get even a feel for it, and I'm going to give the devil his due. Brian talked about it. You know, it's like I don't think they have any pitching. The numbers are right there. The Blue Jays got twice as many hits today, even though they lost. Look, I know at the end of the day, it's just the W. But, man, that's a scary thing. 10 hits to 5. Athletics beat the Mets. Mets are still 9-5. Athletics, they're playing semi-reasonable baseball, right? They're 6-9, 2-6 at home. The Braves finally pulled off a victory. Whoa. Let's have a parade down the middle of Main Street. Beat the Rays 5-4. Marlins beat the Nationals 7-6. Red Sox, what are you doing? What are you doing? You go into Chicago, you've lost the first 2 of the series. Oh my God, help me, Lord. Hello. Thank you, Aroldis Chapman. Hello. Give up the game. We lose 3-2. White Sox 4-10. Red Sox 7-9. Jesus, man. I mean, really. I'll tell you, that team is going to be the death of me. All right, let's talk about the Reds. They pulled off a victory. Now they're almost at 500. They're 7-8. Beat the Pirates 5-2. Angels 4-1 over the Astros. I'm gonna once again, I'm gonna give Brian the due. He said he liked the Angels. I said they were terrible. I thought they were I keep saying it. I thought they were just like, a bunch of salvage parts that we're going to put together and expected to be a Ferrari. Nope. No, well, you know what? They may not be a Ferrari, but they're moving pretty good. They're doing pretty well. Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 5-4. Padres 2-0 over the Rockies, which can we just send, wouldn't it be nice in baseball if we had relegation where we could send these teams down? But no, American owners aren't going to do that, right? Cubs 16-0 over the Dodgers. They got 2 2-point conversions. And finally, the Mariners won the second game of their series with the Rangers 9-2. Rangers still 9-6. They're playing good ball. All right. That's your sports wrap-up. Tomorrow night, I will be talking about the Masters. And Monday, we will be talking about weekend baseball with Brian. And I will be talking motorsports and whatever the brilliant Scott wants to talk about on Monday. All right. If you could, hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate it. Leave some comments, and we will see you soon.